Hey there, welcome to Gator Bites. It's Joni Stewart, and today's conversation is with a member of a band. Well, he is a founding member, and he is the keyboard player of a band that has sold 22 million albums here in the US, 40 million worldwide, and he is the only member of the band who have played on every one of their popular albums. We're going to say hi to REO Speedwagon's Neal Doughty. Hi, Neal. How are you?
I am just fine. Nice to see you.
It is great to see you. So I want to let everyone know, in case they don't, that the tour will be here in West Palm this Sunday. It's Father's Day, I think, Financial Amphitheater. It is REO Speedwagon, Styx, and Loverboy. What a great triple bill. Now, I love the name of the tour, Live and Unzoomed. So can you tell us who came up with that?
Ironically, now we're doing a kind of a Zoom-like interview
Right?
in order to promote a tour called Unzoomed. So
I know.
I think everybody will see the irony in that, and
Sure.
hopefully someday I'll just walk into your studio and talk to you. But yeah, right
Next
now
time for sure.
we're keeping things kind of safe as far as the tour is going. Like everybody is aware of the fact that we got to stay a little bit distanced, and the thing isn't really quite over yet, but we think America is ready for rock and roll, and we are too. So we'll be there just like nothing was ever wrong in the country.
So Neal, I know, all bands were grounded for so long during the height of the pandemic. Was it the longest that you have been off the road since the band started so many years ago?
Absolutely. Officially, I think we were off like more than a year, and we've never taken that much time off. So in in one respect, it was like after 50 years, I sort of needed a gap year.
Right, I
Um,
bet.
just my wife is working, she wasn't at home as much, and so it was me and the two dogs
Right.
uh, watching a lot of HGTV, and it, I guess that wasn't a bad way to spend my life, but because they're good dogs, a couple of really nice dogs, and I got a big TV set, so I was fine.
Neal, I want to go all the way back to the beginning, and I know it was a really long time ago, but you're an original member of REO Speedwagon. And from what I understand, you are the one who came up with the name for the band. Is that correct? And how did you come up with it?
Well, I was in electrical engineering when I went away to college, and I had a class called the History of Transportation, and
Right.
the REO Speedwagon was a heavy duty, high speed truck for its day. It, compared, like it went 10 miles an hour and it could carry half a ton, but that was big for back then. And they used them as fire trucks and stuff. So in my history of transportation class,
Right.
I walked in one day and REO Speedwagon was written all the way across the front of the room. And um, we had just decided that we needed a name for the band because we'd been playing in the basement of the dormitory, um, just kind of learning songs and stuff. And so finally we said, well, let's try to get a show. And so we put an ad in the paper and we needed the name. And I mentioned that name to the guys,
Uh-huh.
and they immediately liked it.
What do you attribute your staying power? What you guys are still so popular. You sell out arenas. You have fans of a completely new generation now.
Well, classic rock is, it's classic. it 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 is a type of music that appeals to every generation, and you're right. We see every generation in the audience. I mean, there's kids. They look like they're 10 years old, and they're in the front row, and they're singing along. They know the lyrics to every song.
Right.
And we're going, well, it's a good thing we're getting younger fans, because we're never going to quit. We have managed to remain popular this long because we never stopped touring, except
Right.
for the COVID thing. And so people, they still know we're alive and well and touring all the time.
You and Styx, I mean, you're both from the Midwest. You both have what I call these rock anthems where, like you said, the audience, they know every word to these songs. REO has toured with Styx before. I know that because I have seen you guys on tour together before, and it just seems like the perfect fit. Both bands complement each other, and I would imagine that you guys are pretty close.
Oh yeah, yeah. The two bands. I mean, we've been touring with them for 20 years, and there have been 6 or 7 major tours like this one,
Right.
And then a lot of times when we just 3 or 4 shows together, and it's always glad, we're always glad to see each other, and the bands are truly good friends.
So for the younger generation, maybe some fans that haven't seen REO Speedwagon live in concert before, just tell us quickly what they could expect from the show, because I know it's always high-powered energy.
Yeah, the whole show is definitely high energy. I mean, a lot of our earlier songs were just plain rock and roll, and those are still high energy, and we still do them that way.
So I know last year, REO Speedwagon was inducted into the Hall of Fame at the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum. Not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I know this was really special to you guys. What was that moment like for you?
Oh, I mean, we were, we got inducted the same day as like Chuck Berry, and
Wow.
There's so many popular bands came out of Illinois. It's hard to believe. Like all the bands that were really big that came out of Chicago, Styx, of course, was part of it, and just, oh gosh, a lot of Survivor and Ides of March and just, I mean, there were too many to count, really. They've been doing inductions every year, and still don't have everybody in there. So
I know. I mean, you guys, like you said, I mean, originally formed back in '67, it took to 2021 for you guys to be inducted, but you definitely deserve to be there. Was that a very emotional moment for you guys, or just more happy?
Well, it was just happy because everybody else being inducted that day was a friend of ours. I mean, all these bands are our friends. It's kind of, I mean, like, I guess having that connection of being from Illinois, we really are, it was like a little family reunion going on, as well as an induction ceremony.
We're going to let you go in a second. Just want to remind people that the show is this Sunday. I think Financial Amphitheater. Perfect way to spend Father's Day. REO, Styx, and Loverboy. Tickets are on sale. Neal, good luck on the tour, and thank you so much for taking the time with us today.
Okay, sorry for all the shaky camera work. I should have hired a cameraman.
Hey, we're Zoomed, so we get it.
Okay. All right.
Have a great day. We'll see you Sunday.
All righty. Bye-bye.